here for you. Fox 4 News starts now.
Hello, I'm Dan Godwin with a look at what's making news in North Texas. We have a few days of really cold weather bearing down on North Texas. Temperatures are diving below freezing through this weekend with a chance of a wintry mix to kick off next week. Meteorologist Dylan Federico has a look at what we will be experiencing. Dylan.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. New data rolling in. And here's the latest thinking as we head into this weekend. Obviously, a powerful Arctic cold front set to move through Saturday afternoon. This is going to send our temperatures plunging Saturday night. And I got to tell you, on Sunday, high temperatures are going to struggle to reach the mid to upper 20s. To make matters worse, as we head into Sunday night and into Monday morning, another disturbance moves in. That's going to bring a wintry mix potential here to the Metroplex, along with the rest of North Texas. We're thinking light snow off to the north. The rest of the area seeing a mixture of freezing rain, sleet, and snow. That certainly will make roads hazardous. And then on top of that, as we head to Monday and Tuesday morning, lows will be down to the single digits to teens, wind chills below zero, and that means we're going to enter a long period below freezing, which is going to cause a lot of problems. So here's my first call of what to expect here with this winter storm potential. I'm thinking generally north of Interstate 20, we'll see mostly snow with this event. This is going to be a dry, powdery snow. Here in the Metroplex and points southward, I think it's going to be more of a wintry mix, starting off as a freezing rain, maybe some sleet, and then eventually changing over to some snow as we head into early on Monday morning. All of this will have major impacts across the area with temperatures being below freezing. It only takes a little bit of this wintry weather to cause a lot of problems around the area. We'll take a closer look at that timing for you coming up in your full forecast.
And now is the time to prepare your home for the frigid conditions set to arrive Sunday. As many North Texans saw in 2021, temperatures that low can cause pipes to burst, leading to thousands of dollars in damage. To prevent a repeat of that nightmare, we asked a plumber for advice on getting pipes ready. Mike Harris, the plumbing operations manager for Berkey's, recommends starting outdoors by detaching water hoses and covering faucets. What you do indoors will depend on whether you'll be home during the holiday weekend.
Turn your cold water on, just a small drip, a little bit more than a drip, just a small drizzle. That'll keep the water flowing through there to where it won't freeze up. You just want to make sure you leave your cabinet doors open.
If you plan to be out of town, it's better to turn off the water to your home, either using shutoff valves inside or the main shutoff near the curb, outside, in front of your house. Then you should drain your faucets. You will want to leave the heat on to keep pipes warm. ERCOT recommends setting the thermostat to 58 degrees while you're away. Ahead of the Arctic blast, preparations are already underway to protect some of the people who are most vulnerable to the extreme cold heading our direction. The organization Everybody Loves Everybody donated nearly 400 sleeping bags for the homeless. The bags were dropped off at the Austin Street Center in Dallas to provide folks with a measure of protection against the harsh conditions.
All the things that we do, the sleeping bag drive and the diaper drive and sock drive, are fun and great, but this can actually save a life.
Everybody Love Everybody will continue to take donations throughout January. The organization has an Amazon wish list where anyone can purchase sleeping bags to help out. We have more information at our website, fox4news.com. Shelters are also opening across North Texas to help the homeless get out of the cold. The city of Dallas will open a shelter at Fair Park at 3 p.m. today. It'll take people in until 10 p.m. this evening. The city says it will continue to be open from 8 a.m. until 10 every day until the exceptionally low temperatures ease up. The Salvation Army also plans to turn its community centers into overnight warming shelters. It has facilities in Dallas, Collin, and Tarrant counties. You can track winter weather in real time with the Fox 4 weather app. The WAP has live radar and information on watches and warnings. Plus, you can watch live newscasts. The WAP is free to download. Just scan the QR code that you see there on your screen. More streets are back open in downtown Fort Worth 4 days after an explosion at the Sandman Signature Hotel. Houston Street and part of West 7th Street reopened yesterday. The area immediately around the Sandman Hotel remains blocked off. The cause of the explosion still being looked into, but investigators believe natural gas was involved. 21 people were injured, one of them critically. The hotel, its parent company, and Atmos Energy are now facing a lawsuit in connection to the blast. A man who says he was injured trying to get away from the explosion on Monday filed the first lawsuit. Coming up on Fox 4 News, TxDOT is preparing North Texas roads for the blast of winter that is on the way.
Wintry weather on the way this weekend. Well, that coming up.
TxDOT will continue treating roads today ahead of this weekend's Arctic blast. One area of focus is AT&T Stadium, the site of Sunday's big playoff game between the Cowboys and the Packers. Officials say people heading to the game need to be prepared for delays. TxDOT's Dallas district is pre-treating roads today. The Fort Worth district started putting down brine Wednesday and is continuing to work today.
It's a scary feeling when you're driving down the roadway and all of a sudden you lose control of your vehicle. Anybody involved in a crash, we will get to you, but everyone should understand that you traveling down an icy roadway caused a hazard for you, so we would have to face with that. We're faced with that same hazard around the city, so our response can be delayed at times during icy conditions.
Tens of thousands of fans expected to be in Arlington on Sunday. TxDOT crews will lay salt and brine down in the city's entertainment district this morning. Dallas's wild card game against Green Bay is right here on Fox 4. Fox's pregame coverage starts at 3 Sunday afternoon. Kickoff set for 3:30 at AT&T Stadium. As we mentioned, stay with Fox 4 after it's over for post-game reaction on Fox 4 News OT.
Well, a lot of weather going on this weekend, but we got to get through today first. First cold front moved through overnight. Behind it, it is much colder today across North Texas. In fact, those high temperatures this afternoon going to struggle to get into the mid-40s. You factor in the wind, it's going to feel like the 30s, so dress warmly. You are going to need that, not just today, but into tonight as well, as temperatures quickly fall into the 30s. You can see why. Sustained winds out the north howling, sustained 25, gusting as high as 40+ miles per hour. So hold on to those hats. Now, over the next few days, our temperatures are going to drop a lot more. Tomorrow, back into the mid-50s, but this is not going to last long. A powerful Arctic cold front moves through Saturday evening, and behind it, look at the high temperature Sunday, 28 degrees here at DFW. And I got to be honest with you, this is a very generous number. So if you're going to be going to the Cowboys game on Sunday, make sure you dress with the warmest clothes you have possible, especially if you're going to be going tailgating. And the thing is as we head into Sunday evening, a light wintry mix will develop across the area. This will linger into Monday morning, where we're going to see an impactful amount of mix of sleet, freezing rain, and then eventually some snow. And because of that, high temperatures only in the lower 20s as we head into Martin Luther King Day. So timing everything out today, mixture of sun and clouds. It's going to be bitterly cold across the area. As for Saturday, same thing. I'm not expecting a lot to happen through Saturday evening. Notice just a few mixture of sun and clouds. Now, as we head into Sunday, we're going to set the stage here. Bitterly cold Arctic air moving in. It's going to be in the 20s. Notice a lot of cloud cover as that next disturbance moves in. I think through noon we're dry, but look what happens as we head into Sunday evening. This is 7 o'clock, and I will tell you this model is notorious for underdoing precipitation, so this is likely on the lighter side that compared to reality. But notice light freezing drizzle, maybe some sleet developing as soon as 7 o'clock. That's something to think about if you're going to the Cowboys game. Now, by midnight, I do expect things to ramp up quite a bit. Notice freezing rain, sleet, wintry mix developing here in the Metroplex. Band of snow up by the Red River. This continues to pick up in coverage, likely peaking early on Sunday morning around 6 a.m. So we're going to be likely talking about sleet, freezing rain, switching over to snow as we head into early Monday morning. And remember, with temperatures being well below freezing, it's only going to take a little bit to cause major impacts across the area. And the reason why is it's not going to melt. So timing everything out for you a little bit more. We're going to be dry today. We're going to be dry on Saturday. But then on Sunday, that light wintry mix develops late in the afternoon, continues into Sunday night and into Monday morning as well, likely leading to travel impacts across the area. Here's the first call for North Texas. I'm thinking mostly snow north of Interstate 20. Here in the Metroplex, a wintry mix changing over to snow. And then for areas south, we're looking at a mixture of sleet and freezing rain as well. So just keep that in mind. Here's your 7-day forecast for you. Temperatures in the 40s today. We're going to be in the 50s on Saturday. But then that powerful Arctic front moves through late on Saturday and into Sunday morning. Behind it, we're going to be sharply colder. High temperatures in the 20s for your Sunday. Wintry mix developing into Sunday night. This continues into early Monday morning. Like I said, I'm expecting a mixture of freezing rain and sleet changing over to a dry, powdery snow during the day on Monday. We stay well below freezing, by the way, into Tuesday as well. Meanwhile, at night, temperatures are going to be in the teens across the areas, so you are going to want to make all of those cold weather preparations. Remember to protect those pipes, pets, plants, and of course, people as well. The good news is that we do moderate as we head into the middle parts of the week.
All right, thanks, Dylan. The 2024 Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo kicked off today. The nearly month-long event started with a horse show this morning. In addition to the rodeo and livestock shows, there will also be live music, shopping featuring Western-themed merchandise, kid-friendly activities, and a lot more. The show's all-Western parade is tomorrow morning, beginning at 11 through downtown Fort Worth. And that's a look at what's making news in North Texas. Of course, for News Anytime, it's fox4news.com.